Just a little bit more about my background, but enough about me. Our learning objectives for today are what is root cause and root cause analysis, use of root cause analysis tools, what is corrective action, and what is the root cause analysis and corrective action process. Some key definitions that we should understand before moving forward are adverse event, an occurrence that causes a non-compliance, non-conformance, safety violation, customer complaint, something bad that has happened. Root cause is the primary reason that an adverse event. Root cause or factor analysis is the analytical process through which root cause is determined. Correction is a fix that addresses an immediate problem, but not the root cause. So a fix might be sorting, added inspection, something like that, until you determine what exactly caused a defect or problem to occur. Corrective action is a solution that provides elimination of the root cause of an adverse event, thereby preventing recurrence of that event. Now, traditionally, what do we do when we talk about root cause down? Because every company does it on some level. But traditionally, what is it that we do? Well, we huddle up, we get the team together, we huddle up, we brainstorm, and we tap into tribal knowledge. And truth be told, 80% of the time, that's good enough. What we're here to discuss today is what happens in that 20% of the time when traditional root cause analysis is inadequate to serve the needs of your organization. So, what is it again? A series of steps that are designed to lead investigators to the root cause. And these steps include identification of possible root causes. So, you're going to start out knowing that there are multiple possible root causes to a negative event. Deductive reasoning to determine which of these is the most likely culprit. And experimentation, which is also used to um, prove or disprove hypotheses about which may be the actual primary root cause of an adverse event. And experimentation can be anything from a simple trial and error to formal designed experiments. Why is determining root cause important? Because without determination of root cause before attempting corrective action, the adverse event is likely to occur again, perhaps with even greater consequences, or maybe take a longer time for the problem to be fixed because additional damage may have been caused by this problem. And here many of us have heard the Greek myth of Sisyphus, who was sentenced to Hades, and his punishment for angering the gods was to push this boulder up a hill. And if he could ever get it to the top of the hill, then he'd be released. But his fate was that as soon as he would get within feet, even inches of the top, the boulder would slip from his hands and roll back down to the bottom. So poor Sisyphus would have to tromp back down the hill and start pushing this heavy boulder up again and again. And this is what happens to us when we don't determine root cause before trying to put a fix in place. Because we haven't eliminated the root cause, this event could very easily happen again, could happen worse, and we're using and reusing resources, time, and effort. I mean, this definitely is the definition of hell. So it's not something that we want to impose on ourselves. Some root cause analysis tools. Well, the five whys is a very simple but powerful tool. And the way it's used is basically you just keep asking why until why a negative or adverse event has occurred until you can't answer the question anymore. And when you can't answer that question, then you know that you've likely arrived at the root cause. And It doesn't have to be 5 whys. It could be 7, it could be 3. Maybe the person that created this tool just liked the number 5. But any number of whys that will get you where you need to go. Now let's look at an example of how it works. So we have here a picture of a piece of equipment that's not working. And it looks like our janitorial friend has found the answer already, but let's look into this using the 5 whys and see if that is true. Why is this equipment not working? Because it's not plugged in. Well, just plug it back in, right? Well, maybe not. Let's see. Why is it not plugged in? Because the cable has been pulled out of the outlet. Why was the cable pulled out of the outlet? Because something got hooked onto the cable and pulled it out. Why do things get hooked onto the cable? Because the cable lies on the floor and gets in the way. Okay. Why does the cable lie on the floor and get in the way? Because it's too long. Why is the cable too long? I don't know. So there you have it. This cable is too long and it's causing a problem. So that's your root cause. What are we going to do about it? We could shorten the length of the cable. We could tape or mount the cable on the wall. We could bring the equipment next to the outlet. Looking at the size of that equipment, I think probably A or B would be the better solution, but who knows what this company would determine. But the answer is not to just plug it in. That would be your correction. Fixing